remind that light. No. Yoga-yukta visuddhatma, vijitatma jitendriya, sarvabhutatma bhutatma, kurbannapi nalipate. Detachment. Sannasastu mahabaho dukkham aptamajogata yoga-yukta munidhamma nachirena adhigacchati. This verse we have been discussing that sannyas, renouncement of this world, not by artificial dress, but actually renouncement is described herein that yoga-yukta. Yoga-yukta. That means we have to stay in the Krishna consciousness. Then we can renounce. Otherwise it is not possible. Otherwise it is not possible. If I am to vacate this room, then I must have some other room to stay there. Otherwise, it is not possible for me to leave this room. That is the nature of living entities. They want some engagement. They want some simple negative consideration that I want to detach. That will not make me happy. I must have some attachment also. I detach from this place by attach myself to that place. Because I am eternal. I am eternal living entity. My symptom is eternity. Not that I detach and end myself. No. I continue to exist. So, without attachment, we cannot actually be detached from this material world. The sannyasastu mahabhava, if artificially I detach myself, renounce this world, then Krishna says, dukkham aptam ajogata. If there is no engagement, good engagement, better engagement, then it is a cause of misery. It is a cause of misery. It is very difficult. Suppose a family man, he renounces the family connection. But if he has no better connection and better attachment, then he will feel, though I was better in my family life, I have done mistake. So Krishna says, sannasastu mahabaho dukkham aptum ajogata. Ajogata means if you have no link with the Krishna consciousness, then simply detachment will be cause of misery. Dukkham aptam. It will be cause of misery. Yoga yukta muni brahma. But one who is one who is adopted with the Supreme, yoga yukta muni brahma, achirena adhigacchati brahma. Yoga yukta. If I am adopted with Krishna consciousness, then achirena. Achirena means very soon I shall realize myself as Brahma. I am Brahma. It is simply question of realization. By misconception, by illusion, I am thinking that I am matter, but actually I am Brahma. The whole process is to realize that I am Brahma, I am not this matter. Now this conception Brahma conception or realization, self-realization is possible yoga yukta if I am always dotted with Krishna consciousness. If I am always dotted with Krishna, doing something in connection with Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagam Uchchati. The other day I tried to explain this verse of Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami, he has stated in two ways the attachment and detachment. He says, anasaktasya visayan jatharam upajanjata. Visayan, the things of our enjoyment, that should be accepted, anasaktasya, without any attachment. I require this for maintenance of my body, therefore I accept this. This is called anasakta. So, in other words, just to make the better use of a bad bargain. I am now materially encased, so I must make the best use of this body by dwelling myself in Krishna, Krishna Sambandha, Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandha. And another verse, Rupa Goswami states, prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhina bhastuna mumukshuvi parityaga phalgu vairagam kathate. Prapanchikataya buddhya. Just like there are some philosophers, they say that this material world is false and Brahma is real. Of course that is all right. But according to Vaishnava philosophy, as we are, we say that material world is not false, but it is temporary. That's if you say temporary thing as false, that is not the right nomenclature. Temporary, one thing may be temporary, but that is not false. That's like we have come here. I have come from India. I am staying in this room for the last 2 months, or I may stay here for some days more. So my visit, I am a visitor. My visit is temporary. But this temporary visit is not false. Is it false? Oh, I am sitting here, I am talking with you, I am eating so many things. If they are all false? No, they are not false. They are not false, but temporary. Therefore, Hari Sambandhina Bhastuna, everything has got connection with Krishna. That realization is required. Everything. Whatever we see here, they are only perverted reflection of the reality. That's all. This perverted reflection I have tried to explain many times. Just like if there is a tree on the bank of a lake, you will find the tree is pervertedly reflected within the water. That means the top has gone to the down and the root has come up. And in the 15th chapter, it is described in that way. So this world is a perverted reflection. And because it is reflection of the reality, therefore it appears so nicely that we take it as actual fact. That is called illusion. But if we understand that it is temporary, I should not be attached, it is temporary. My attachment should be to the reality, not to the unreality. So reality is Krishna. This is also reality, but temporary. So we have to get ourselves from the temporary to the reality. Therefore Rupa Goswami says that prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhina bhastuna. Now in this material world, because this material world is manifestation of the energy of the Supreme Lord, therefore it has got a very intimate connection with the Supreme Lord. It has got connection. Because just like the sunshine, although the sun is far away, but the sunshine has got direct connection with sun. Uh, the sunshine is connecting me from this earth to the sun, 90 millions of miles away. Still I have got connection with that. So similarly, this material world is the manifestation of the energy of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it has got intimate relation with the Supreme Lord. That we have to understand. We should not take it, accept it as false and reject it. No. We cannot reject it because there is connection with Krishna. Now we have to utilize it properly. Because it has got connection with Krishna and because it is the energy of Krishna. Therefore the whole thing is that this should be utilized for Krishna. That's it. It should be utilized for Krishna. If this material world is utilized for Krishna, then there is no trouble, there is no disturbance of peace. There is always peace and tranquility and happiness in this world, and at the same time happiness in the next world. If we consider when I am taking my food, if I think, this nice food stuff is sent by Krishna, he has kindly sent me this food stuff, so I think of Krishna. So that taking of food stuff in Krishna consciousness is yoga yukta. That is called yoga. That is yoga. Always thinking in Krishna consciousness, that is called yoga yukta. Yoga yukta muni. Muni means one who is thoughtful. He is called muni. So one who is always thoughtful of Krishna. Such person, yoga yukta. Yoga yukta muni Brahma na chirena adhigacchati. He very soon he becomes situated in his Brahma conception of life. And as soon as you are situated in Brahma conception of life, then immediately your effect will be Brahma bhuta prasannatma. You will be joyful. Your material moroseness will go at once. Brahma bhuta prasannatma nasutati. You will be free from all anxiety. You will be free from all anxiety. And there will be no demand for your sense satisfaction. You will feel yourself full. Oh, I am full. I have nothing to demand. You see, such stage will come. So yoga yukta muni Brahma achirena. If we always dovetail ourselves in Krishna consciousness, and in that way we prosecute our duties, we don't take that this is false. We take it that is because it has connection with Krishna, so it should be utilized for Krishna. That's in that yoga yukta muni, he at once, he very nicely, very easily, he realizes Brahma. So many other processes, they are trying to realize Brahma for so many years, by meditation, by penance, by going to the forest, Himalaya, and so many things. But if one is intelligent enough, always thinking that everything has got connection with Krishna, and it should be utilized for Krishna, then I am yoga yukta, and my Brahma bhuta, my Brahma realization is within my hand. It is such a nice thing. Yoga yukta visuddhatma, and one who is dovetailed in such a way, he is visuddhatma. Visuddhatma, atma means self, and visuddha means pure. In pure sense, this is that when we think that I am the enjoyer, that is my atma is covered with dirty things. I am enjoyer and I think. But when I think, when I am yoga yukta at Krishna, that everything belongs to Krishna, then I am Visuddha. And that is the fact. I am not proprietor, I am not enjoyer. I am allowed to enjoy whatever is allotted to me. Just like take for example, food stuff. You can take food stuff as much as you require for your maintenance of the body. Now if you take more, then you will be in trouble. And if you take less, then you will be in trouble. You have to take exactly what is prescribed for you. Just as the elephant is taking 100 pounds daily, twice. Once at a time he takes 100 pounds or more than that. And the ant takes only 1 grain. Now if the ant thinks that I shall also take 100 pounds, it is impossible for him. It is impossible. And if the elephant thinks, all right, the ant is taking 1 grain, I shall take no. The system is that in God's kingdom, in God's creation, for everybody there is sufficient food. You take as much as you require. That is the natural way. In the nature's way, you will find, beginning from the ant to the elephant, they will not take more, they will not take less. If to the elephant he give 200 pounds food stuff, he will take only 100 pounds as he requires. Neither he will take the food stuff to his place to stock it for next day. No. And you see, these pigeons, you see, whenever you give some food stuff, they take whatever they require, but they don't take anything for the next day. But we are thinking, we have got so much food stuff. All right, let me eat to the up to my throat and then take something for next day. The next day question should be stopped. We shall always depend. We shall always take as much as we require. That is called yoga. Yuktahara viharascha yoga bhavati siddhika. One who is situated just exactly what he needs. Now, the whole world is situated in such a way that everybody, if he takes exactly what he needs, and he does not stop, then there is no need. There is no poverty, there is no scarcity. But we do not do that. We stop for black market. No. That is creating, because I am thinking that this is my property. If I think that everything, every eatable things, they are sent by Krishna or God for everyone, let me take whatever I want, then there is peace in the world. Of course that is not possible, because it is such a world, that we are always anxious to stop, or you have always to take more than that. Nobody is satisfied. Nobody is satisfied. The yoga yukta visuddhatma, one who is visuddhatma, one who is situated in his pure consciousness, then vijitatma, jitendriya. Sit down, don't discuss, sit down. Vijitatma and jitendriya. Jitendriya means that greediness. I want more. As soon as he becomes Krishna consciousness, his greediness goes. I don't want that. I don't want it. So if everybody thinks like that I don't want more, then where is the trouble in this world? Now there is no trouble, because by grace of God there is enough food, enough sufficient stock. Simply it is the anomaly of distribution by the human society that is creating one starving and one. And that starvation is also due to his own work. There are so many. But for perfection, a perfection of the world situation, this is required. Yoga yukto visuddhatma, when he is dovetailed with Krishna consciousness, he is pure soul. Visuddhatma. And vijitatma. Vijitatma means he has control over the body. And Jitendriya. Jitendriya means he has conquered over the senses. Jitendriya. Sarva bhutatma bhutatma. And he has identified himself with all living entities. Sarva bhutatma bhutatma. Kurbannapi na lipate. If he works in that condition of life, then he is practically doing nothing. Because we are being entangled in this material world and according to the reaction of my own work. So if I am situated in this Krishna consciousness and I am in my Atma, I am in pure state of my Atma and I am controlling my body and senses and I identify with every body, every living entity, then I have no entanglement, no reaction of my will. In this state, Krishna says, Naiva kinchit karomiti jukta manneta tattvavi. I am not doing anything. That is the state. A Krishna conscious person, he never thinks that I am doing something. Even if you ask him that are you going to such and such place, suppose it is settled that he is going to such and such place, if you ask him when you are going, he will say that I do not know when I shall go, but when Krishna will ask me or allow me to go, I shall go. This I am saying this from my practical experience, from my Guru Maharaj, from my spiritual master. He would never say that I am going, I am doing. No. If Krishna desires, then I shall do it. If Krishna desires, then I shall go. Like that. Always depending on Krishna. This is called Visuddha. Naiva kinchit karomiti jukta manneta tattvavi. Because tattvavi means one who knows the truth. One who knows the truth. The truth is that unless Krishna allows me to go, I may not go. There may be so many obstacles on my path. I have made my whole program. Just like last year, there was an aircraft on the Switzerland, an Indian aircraft, and there were all respectable gentlemen, and there was, perhaps you know it, there was one Indian chemist, Dr. Bhava. He was going to attend some nuclear meeting in some European country, but there was a crash and all of them died in a second. So unless Krishna desires, unless he allows, we cannot do anything. We cannot do. This is a fact. So tattvavid means one who knows the truth. He thinks like that I cannot do anything. I am always dependent on Krishna. I cannot. Mahatma Gandhi, he used to say that not a blade of grass moves without the sanction of God. Yes, it is a fact. It is a fact. Nothing can be done without his sanction. Then you can ask that why somebody is doing bad work and why somebody is doing good work. In both ways Krishna has sanctioned. Yes, in both ways Krishna. Without sanction he cannot do it. But how both ways Krishna has sanctioned? Now Krishna has sanctioned in this way. He has given you liberty. He has given you independence. Not full independence, but you cannot become full independent, but you have got independence. He does not touch on your independence. That is because otherwise, if you are bereft of your independence, if you are without independence, that you have no meaning as living entity. Every living entity has got his minute share of independence. So Krishna has given every one of you independence to make your choice. Now, why you are somebody is doing bad work or somebody is doing good work and Krishna giving sanction? How is that? The sanction is like that when I want to do something and I desire, I pray, this thing may be done. It may be bad or good, that is a different thing. It may be. I am very much anxious. So when he is bent upon doing so, the Krishna gives him sanction. Yes, you do it. You do it. He gives him facility. But one who has adopted himself into Krishna consciousness, Krishna gives him better concern that you do like this, then you come to me. So sanction is always there. Sanction is always there. Without sanction, nothing can be done. So one who is in Krishna consciousness, he knows, he is Tattvavid. Tattvavid means one who knows the truth, that I cannot do anything without Krishna's sanction. Therefore, he does not do anything. Whatever is sanctioned by Krishna, he does, otherwise not. So, Pashan, Sinnan, Spishan, Jigran, Nasnan, Gachan, Sapan, Sasan. These are our activities. Pashan, we act by seeing, we act by hearing, we act by touching, we act by smelling, we act by going, we act by dreaming, we act by breathing. So many our activities are. So in all these going on, but a tattvavid, one he is in the perfect knowledge and is Krishna consciousness, he, although he is doing all these things, he knows I am not doing. This is tattvavid. Although he is doing all these things, he knows that I am not doing. Krishna is doing. I am simply instrumental. I am simply instrumental. That is the conception. So, Pralapan, Visijan, Grinnan, Unimishan, Mishanapi, Indriyani Indyarthishu Bhartanta iti dharayan. Indriyani Indyarthi. So, there are senses. They have got use. So, even the Tattvavid, who is in perfect knowledge, he is also using his senses. But he knows that Krishna is the proprietor of the senses and he is instrumental only as he is directing my senses are work. Or in other words, when our senses work in that direction of Krishna consciousness, then we gradually make progress to back to Godhead, back to home, to liberation. Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam takta karati ja lipate nasa papena padma patram ibam bhasa. There is a very good example here that lotus flower and lotus leaves of the lotus stem. So, if you put some water, that water does not stick into the lotus leaves by natural way. It will not touch. It will never be moist. Similarly, just like the lotus flower leaf does not moist, although it is in the water. Lotus flower is in the water, and the leaves are also in the water. But it has no connection in the water. Even a drop of water, if you put on it, it will at once fall down. Lotus, it is so made by nature. So here the same example is there, that although we may be in this material world, so because I am staying in Krishna consciousness and I am acting under the direction of Krishna, therefore nothing will affect. Nothing will affect. Because due to this material effects, contamination, I am in trouble. I am getting this body one after another, just like changing dress. So, myself, the pure spirit, soul. So I am now in contamination because I am absorbed in the material consciousness. So as soon as I transfer myself into Krishna consciousness, then I become aloof from this material. Just like the example is given here, the leaf of the lotus flower, although it is in the water, it has no connection with water. Not a drop of water will stay. Not a drop, even a drop. Although it is in a huge mass of water, there is waves are going over it, and so many things. Water, it is moving always, but that particular leaf of lotus flower, it has no connection. Similarly, with all of events of this material world, one who is Krishna conscious, he has nothing to do. Vishang Purnam Sukhayate. Vishang Purnam Sukhayate. Everyone is very much afflicted. They say, oh, it is very troublesome, it is very troublesome world, it is very troublesome. But a man who is in Krishna consciousness, he will find, oh, everything is happy. There is no... So, na lipate, na sa papena. And this contamination is, that is Krishna consciousness is the antiseptic measure. Suppose there is some epidemic in the city and one has taken the antiseptic vaccine or measure, he is not affected. Similarly, this Krishna consciousness is the antiseptic method to become free from the contamination of this material world. So, lipate nasa papena, he is not affected by the counteraction or contamination of this material. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalai indriyairapi yogina karma kurvanti sangam tatya atma suddhaya. Atma suddhaya. Yogina, those who are yogi, yogi means those who are in connection with the Supreme, they are called yogi. So, kayena, kayena means by body. Manasa, manasa means by mind. Buddha, buddha means by intelligence. Kevalai indriyairapi, and with the senses. Yogina karma kurvanti. They work. It appears just like they are doing like ordinary man. But sangam tattva, atma suddha. Sangam tattva atma, he has no connection. He has no connection. Just like a bank cashier, he is sitting on the cash counter and millions of dollars are coming to him, but he has no connection with it. Atma Suddha, because he is yoga yukta, he knows that I am different from this much. He is all right. So, by Krishna consciousness, one who is a yogi, yogina karma kurvanti sangam satya, atma suddhaya, atma suddhaya. The karma, they work for atma suddhi. Just like we are working here. This is also work. We are reading, we are singing. This is also work, a sort of work. The same thing can be done in a club, in musical. But here the music is for atma suddhaya, for purifying the soul. We are also eating, but for purifying the soul. So, no work is different from the ordinary man and the members of the society. They are also doing in the same way. They are also going to the store, purchasing things and preparing foodstuff, offering to Krishna and eating. It appears that they are also eating, they are also sleeping, they are also working. But here everything is for Atma Suddha. It is under such a regulation that one is becoming purer and purer and purer and purer. So, yogina karma kurvanti, sangam tattva. It has now connection with the material conception of life. Everything is Krishna conception of life. Therefore, yukta karma phalam tatya shanti apnati naisthiki. Ajukta kamakarina phale sakta nibadhati. They, those who are in Krishna consciousness, he does not expect any result of his work. Oh, I am doing this work, so I will enjoy this result. Oh, that never comes. That never comes in the mind of a person who is Krishna conscious. He doesn't mind. He doesn't think of any result. Jukta karmaphalam takta, and that is the source of peace. Shanti mapnoti, naisthiti. Naisthiti. He is always confident that I am engaged in Krishna's duty. So I am protected. So what is the result? I do not mind. I do not mind. Ajukta, but one who is not connected in that Krishna consciousness, then kamokarena phale satta nibadhate, he, out of his lust, he becomes attached to the result, and therefore he becomes entangled in this material. Ajukta kamokarena phale satta nibadhate, phale, because he has got attachment for the result. Therefore, ultimately, he becomes entangled with this material world. Sarva karmani manasa sangnasya asti sukhana bhashi navaddari pure dehi naiva kurban nakaraya. So, sarva karmani manasa sangnasya. Sarva karma, whatever he does, he has decided, manasa, by the mind. Determination comes into the mind. Therefore, his determination is manasa, ate sukham bashi. He has decided to work only for Krishna consciousness. Therefore, his happiness is under his own control. Happiness is under his own control. He hasn't got to seek happiness external. The happiness is controlled by Sukhanga Bashi. Navaddari pure dehi naiva kurban nakara. So there are 9 holes in our body. So that 9 holes, they are active. These 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ear, 1 mouth, and 1 navel, and the evacuating and the urinal. There are 9 holes, and we are taking work through these 9 holes. So they just like this room has got 4 outlets, 1 there, 1 here, and 2 windows. Similarly, we have got 9 holes in our body. So you are acting with the help of these 9 holes. Navaddari pure dehi, and dehi, it is just like a room having 9 outlets. We are not this body, that we must. Navaddari pure dehi. It is pure means a city or a room. I am sitting within this room. Navaddari pure dehi, kurban nakarati. He is doing in the room, just like a rich man. He is sitting in his room and everything is going on. Similarly, the soul, who is in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, he is aloof from this body and everything is going on by Krishna consciousness. Nakatitang nakarmani lokasya srijati Prabhu. Now, you can ask that if Krishna is giving sanction, then he is responsible for my bad work also. Good work, of course, he is responsible. So bad work, he is also responsible. Now here the answer is, na khartitang na karmani lokasya srijate Prabhu. Prabhu means the Lord. The Lord does not create work for you, neither he creates the result for you. Na karma phala samyogam svabhavastu pravartate. Svabhavastu pravartate. As you have acquired your characteristics. So you create your own work and you create your result of own work and you become entangled. It is not the creation of God. You create. How I create? If it is sanctioned, if it is controlled by God, then how I create? The question may be, yes, the answer is very simple. You can understand that is a person who is criminal, he is condemned. Now, he is condemned to death or he is condemned to be imprisoned. Now, he makes appeal that, oh, excuse me, what was that? But the judge puts him into the jail or condemns to life. So he thinks that the judge has condemned me to death or he has put me into jail. But is the judge enemy of a particular person that he puts somebody into the jail and condemns to death? No. I have created my jail life before. The judge is simply giving me the direction, oh, you have done this, now you have to go. He is not responsible. Similarly, God is not responsible for my work. Neither He creates my work. It is my nature, it is my characteristic, by which I create my work, I create the result, God only simply gives direction, because He is the supreme director or the agent of God. So He is not responsible. I am responsible. But if I become Krishna consciousness, if I act on His account and completely becoming dependent on Him, then He is responsible for everything but me. That is the whole point. Any question?
With Brahma, as you say, self-realization is realizing our identity with Brahma.
Oh yes.
With Brahma. So Brahma dies. Brahma is not eternal.
Brahma is eternal. I am eternal. I am thinking, yes.
He's saying Brahma instead of Brahma.
Oh, Brahma, you mean to say?
Oh, he said Brahman.
Brahma is a living creature, just like us, a powerful living creature. He is called Brahma.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He is the first creature. And Brahma is the supreme, absolute.